Welcome to my March garden update. I'm starting with my tomatoes and peppers that I got. These are cherry tomatoes. My niece got the smaller ones up on top and the peppers for me. And I bought 2 starts from Lowe's. So in my first bed, I planted corn from seed. It's in the back closest toward me. And then this is my tomato bed. So, and I also have a couple of marigolds in there. And this second bed is going to be my pepper bed. So I have the 2 other peppers she gave me. And then I planted from seed jalapeno, habanero, and serrano, and a couple of green bell peppers. And the third bed, as you can see, there's only 3 plants coming up. 1, 2, 3 right there. And these are the watermelon. So 2 sugar babies and 1 black diamond, I think, came up. The rest they died in the last cold frost we had, which was a bummer. So I replanted some seeds and hopefully those take off. And then here is the 4th bed, and this is in the middle of the garden, and those are the carrots I showed earlier. And I planted some green onions, or not green onions, these are regular onions. So here's the 5th bed, and it's the other half of the trellis, middle of the garden. And really, it's just a Mod Podge of stuff I planted. I did a video and I planted the tulips and the carrots on one little short video. And I planted those in early February. And I've gotten a few flowers, but there's a rosemary plant, a cherry tomato plant in there, and a few sunflowers in the back over there. And then there's some candy tuft I had. Basically, if they were dying somewhere else, I just plucked them in there and hope that they'll survive. The next bed is just some thyme, 2 plants of thyme herb. I planted some cilantro on the left by that solar light, and then I planted green onion and then cucumber. I have about 8 cucumber plants. You can kind of see them up there. And then I also did red onions my sister-in-law gave me. And so this is the 7th bed. And this one I winter sowed in my jugs a bunch of perennial wildflowers. And so I just kind of chunked them and I put them in here, and hopefully I'll get a lot of variety. But I really want an abundance of perennial flowers along my fence line. And so I thought I could just kind of use this bed for just that, because it's really kind of an investment. I need to get them going. And so I just started them all from seed, save a lot of money that way. And that way when they get bigger, I can divide and split them up. And that way my garden bed will just be really full and not have spent a lot of money. So these are just my little seedlings of my perennial flowers, and I won't know what they are until they actually get bigger and I can tell. So in my last raised garden bed, I decided to sow 5 types of zinnia annual flowers. I definitely needed more flowers in my garden, so the pollinators could come and enjoy, and for me to enjoy. I realized I needed to soften the soil or add water to the soil before I could plant. It'd make it easier. Plus, with the seeds, you kind of need moist soil so they don't go flying everywhere in the wind. It's so windy here. So I stopped what I was doing, did that. Now I'm back to planting. I think I did 3 rows of each, and I spaced them about 6 inches apart. I figured that would be enough. And if they're too spread up, I don't think so because they typically bunch out. I'll probably cut them so that they'll be bushier, snipping them at the top. I'll show you that when we get there, when they start growing. But yeah, super excited for the peppermint ones and the flaming red. I never did the red ones before. I've always kind of done an assortment of yellow, purple, the ones you get like Walmart or something, and these ones I ordered online. They're cut, come again, I can put them on my counter, so, or I can gift them to friends or whoever, so I'll let you know how they turn out and on the April garden video update. Until next time. This bed should get me quite a few cut and come again flowers, so excited. I will film another garden update the end of April. Until next time.